Alright, in the video I just made for Armorer, I think I was listing all of the remaining... I remembered Carpenter, but I forgot Leather Crafter. Leather Worker, whatever, which is up here in Old Gridania. So, we are doing Carpentry, right? Yeah, Carpenter. And it's just to the west of the main Aetheryte. And Korg, C-O-R-G-G, will be our guild receptionist here. Let's go. Greetings, adventurer, and welcome to the Carpenters Guild. We are the artisans who take wood and grant it new form and purpose as the archer's bow, the lancer's spear, and the novice's shield. If carpentry holds any appeal, you should consider joining our guild. Might you be interested in joining the ways of woodworking? Sure. Wonderful, wonderful. Now before we proceed, I think it only right that I acquaint you with our guild's storied past. Since the founding of Gridania, we have built our homes and crafted our weapons from the trees of the Twelves Wood. As our nation grew and prospered, the woodworkers' repertoire expanded to encompass a greater variety of articles, and carpentry developed into an art. At first, there was no association of carpenters. Each individual worked and sold his services independently. However, the advent of watermills meant that more efficient construction methods were needed, along with formalized maintenance regimes, all of which necessitated organization. The Carpenters Guild was founded to oversee the operation of watermills and promote cooperation between woodworkers. Now, I must mention at this point that we owe much and more of our prosperity to the Great Loam Growery. Thanks to the hard-working botanists, we are blessed with the finest lumber in all Eorzea. This confluence of ideal circumstances allows us to provide all manner of goods and services to the people of Gridania. My apologies, that was rather longer than I intended. Still, I trust you have gained the greater understanding of our guild. We expect our members to drink deep of the collected wisdom that the guild has amassed over the course of its history, to actively seek an understanding of wood and techniques required to work it, rather than simply waiting to be taught. We expect, in short, nothing less than total commitment to the craft. If you wish to start down this path, speak to me once more. I shall explain to you the enrollment process. Would you like to learn more about the enrollment process? Way of the Carpenter. Wait, did I post the other video? Uh-oh. I didn't. Whoopsie. I didn't post my armor video. It's all good though. Just post them back to back, I guess. Did I save this? Way of the Armorer pick. Okay, cool. We're all good now. Wonderful. I should mention at this point that Timbermaster Beaton, Bravo EA Tom I Nancy, assesses all would-be apprentices personally, so you will need to obtain his approval before you begin. Timbermaster Beaton can be a harsh and unforgiving man, but if you love the craft and have the will to learn, you could ask for no better tutor. He is, quite simply, the finest carpenter in Gridania. Of course, it will take you some time and no small amount of effort to comprehend the full extent of his teachings, but you may rest assured that he will not lead you astray. That said, when you meet him, I would advise you to choose your words carefully and resist the urge to run away. That's like 3 or 4 different guilds where, like, hey, you might not like the Guildmaster. He might be scary. Or they might be scary, but whatever. Beaton is Elizin, white hair, kind of spiky. Has glasses that are quite shaded. White on top with his, like, jacket that is green in the bottom. Black thigh boots. White pants. A saw at his hip. Here we go. Another green adventurer come to play with saws. Well then, I suggest you first speak with the... Oh, you've met with Korg, have you? That is well, but know that the decision to initiate you into the guild rests with me. Tell me true, adventurer, have you a mind to devote yourself to the art of carpentry? Devote? No, but I will do it. The look on your face bespeaks determination, or mayhap trapped wind? Still, you look strong enough to hold a saw, and if your resolve is indeed genuine, I give you the leave to remain, for the time being. However, you are useless to me in your current state. You are as a seedling, some potential, perhaps, but no more like to thrive but no more like to thrive than perish. Experience is what you require, girl, and I shall give you the means to acquire it. Take the saw. It is old, yes, but sharp as needs be. Now prove to me that you're not completely incompetent by taking up your new tool. Once you have done so, present yourself to me for inspection. 100 experience points, 115 guild, 100 wind shards, 50 ice shards, and a weathered saw. I didn't sell the other hempen kurta. Equip. Do a little. Gotta get all my bars set up the way I want them. Oh yeah, how are we doing? Oh, we're running close. I think there will come a time. Well, I can do what I'm doing with the saddlebags here. Like, this is all white. This is all healer gear that is mostly 80 and higher. I think there's one or two that are like 70 something. But I can, yeah. But I can put a bunch of weapons that I have stored currently in my, that are like, they're in-betweeners, as I'm calling them. So like between 80 and 90, there'll be one or two things here. Between 90 and 100, so I can get rid of some betweeners. And I definitely don't need to keep around like this great axe for level 34 Marauder or Warrior at that point. Or, yeah. Oh, but then I say that, and then like this purple 38 item level, is that gonna be better? We'll see. We'll see when we get there. Anyway, not a problem for now. I think that's almost everything. Let's make our minion. Currently, I don't know what my wood minion will be. It could be the ship. I don't really like the ship. I've never had it as a favorite, even after I first got it. I just don't like it. The treasure chest, however. Maybe. We'll do that for now. Alright, I need to make a set. Carpenter, check. The other one is leather, so like I don't. Maybe wood and metal are closer to each other. That's a dumb way to think about it, but it's fine. Cool. All right, we're all good. I think, yeah. My first saw. Here we go. Good, you have proven that you know how to grip a saw, but do not mistake it for a mere tool, for it is a part of you, of your arm. You can put down part of your arm. No? Whatever. Mark me then. If you do put it down, and worse, lose the bloody thing, I shall use mine own saw to demonstrate to you the pain of losing a limb. But I jest. One-armed carpenters are scarcely half as useful in my experience. In any case, merely holding a saw does not make you a carpenter. Whatever some might think, you must become one with it and learn to feel with it as you work the wood. To wit, you must first know the wood. Demonstrate your knowledge by bringing me a length of maple lumber. Maple lumber is made from maple logs, just so. Our man Ferreol, Frank E-R-R-E-O-L, by the entrance, will furnish you with such logs for a nominal price. Of course, any fool knows that fresh cut logs are laden with water. To guard against decay, we use wind shards to hasten the natural drying process. Do not forget to do the same. I think I probably have, well, probably not. Yeah, I've kept some of the higher level stuff that I think I'll need eventually, but here's Ferreol. What do I need? Just one? 3 maple logs to make to make 1 maple lumber? Wow. I'll double sell in a second here. Well, after this turn in. As I mentioned before, Ferreol has maple logs in his stock, as well as many other materials you may require. Or, if you are ready, show me what you've brought. Cutscene as he inspects my wood. Yes, I feel it. The wood tells all. There were no careless cuts. Saw and Carpenter moved as one, as if dancing. Moved as one, as if dancing. Grab this for my thumbnail. Okay. Do you see this grain, how it flows softly like syrup? Durable yet pliant, suitable for weapons and armor both. This, child, is maple. Trace the grain with your fingertips and memorize the lines. Consider every characteristic when choosing your materials. That is what it means to know the wood. The maple lumber you have brought me is acceptable. You have passed the first test. Yet for all it has grown, your knowledge is still lacking. You must needs learn more. A true carpenter knows the qualities and uses of every tree in the forest. When you know the lines of the maple better than those upon your own hand, return to me. I shall have another test for you. Until then, child. 300 experience points, 150 wind shards, 100 ice shards, 30 maple logs, and another hempen kurta. Free your inventory of the hempen kurta. Level trace. So far, 8 quick synths has been enough to get us level 5. Yep, we're good again. We're good again. Cool. And Feriol, please buy these kurtas for me. Cool beans. Okay, that is Carpenter. Up to level 5. We'll do the 5 quest for all these jobs that I've just started. I don't really like the treasure box as much. What else do I have? Something wood related. I really don't. I mean, I got the airship again, but I just don't like it. But, I mean, it's appropriate for this. So. It's not, okay, I don't dislike it as much as I did when I first got it. I don't know why. I don't know why I didn't like it. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time.